And our next run is now ready, so let's go over to Konception with Burger King Games Have It Your Way Showcase. Good luck.
Well, hello. Hello, everybody. I hope you're sufficiently hungry because I have an excellent Burger King showcase to share with you. My name is Konception, and I am joined by a fantastic co-commentator who is an expert at all of these Burger King games. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Lumga SSB. I've played one of these games before, and there's 3 of them.
And you've probably played the best one. So
yeah,
none of them are great, but you've probably played the best of the 3. So all right, so a little just preemptive explanation as to what's going on here. So if you're unaware, in 2006, Burger King, the fast food chain, released 3 games for the Xbox / the Xbox 360. I say / because it's literally the same disc and you can put it on one system or the other. It's basically a disc that has both files, an Xbox version and an Xbox 360 version. You could get them with the purchase of a value meal for $3.99 each at the time, and they're about the same value today. So, you know, inflation didn't ruin everything. But what I'm doing is something that I've created and affectionately called the Have It Your Way Showcase, where I do 3 really short categories of each of the games, so you get a little bit of a taste of all of the Burger King games in their infinite glory. We are going to start off with Sneak King here. Now, Sneak King is a stealth game where you play as the Burger King, and you're going to be feeding people. The category that I'm running technically for Sneak King is a category called 50%, and I'll go into what 50% means and why we do 50% for this and why 50% is the thing at all. But first, let's get started. I think here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so what we're going to be doing on Sneak King is basically we're going to be doing 2 of the levels. We're going to be doing Sawmill and we're going to be doing Cul-de-sac. And the reason why there's 4 levels in the game. The reason why we're only doing 2, aka why we're doing the 50% category, is because once you get into level 3, the RNG of this game goes incredibly wild to the point that you can't really predict it, in which case you can't really have a reliable estimate, because it could vary by as much as like half an hour or something like that. So it's almost like at that point playing a randomizer. So 50% is the category created that is a marathon safe, and also it's a shorter category, which is also good because, you know, how many people do we need to see get fed Burger King? Just a few, right?
This is wild. This is like a stealth game, but instead of killing people like silently, you just give them Burger King and they get surprised. That's crazy. This is just
exactly.
This is just
That's
Hitman.
You've nailed it. It is the. It's Hitman. It's Hitman.
It's
yes.
It's Hitman.
I don't feel
I know
good
for
about
sure.
it, but sure.
I've never been more confident about anything in my
Good.
life.
Well, as long as you're certain. As long as you're certain. So basically, in order for a new, so we start off with just the Sawmill unlocked on a new game file. How we unlock other levels is by completing half the challenges that are in a given level. Every level has a total of 20 challenges. We're going to be completing 10 challenges per level. That is the first 2 challenges for this level done. This challenge here introduces the flourish. So in first 2 challenges, I just did the fastest possible surprise, but some challenges will require me to do a flourish, which is, you know, kind of using that bar that pops up on the side. The better your flourish, the more points you score, and the better the dance is, of course, which is also very important. We have to do flourish ones for this one as well. And basically, the first 2 levels are very predictable in terms of RNG, so I kind of have a sense as to where the people are going to be. Now, occasionally the game will have variance in terms of like, in terms of not giving me the cycle that I predicted that I would have. Sometimes it will just go a little wild in these 2 levels, but for the most part, I know which ones are going to get hungry the fastest, so I try to position myself in that way. So it's most optimal. Now, I should have been done with this challenge already, except I forgot to flourish on one of them, so I have to do another one real quick. All good, though.
This is why you're my positioning goat. This is why you're so good at bug snacks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am just the absolute Burger King of possessioning.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm scared.
It means nothing. If in case you were wondering, it means absolutely nothing. Okay, 5th challenge of this area, we're going to be doing level 1 flourishes again, but this is an exact. This will give you an idea as to how I predict. I know she's gonna get hungry in a second. There we go. So I try to find the best possible cycles. That is pretty much all this game is at any point. Finding the best cycles and then adapting. Oops. Adapting to those. I messed up a little again as well. So as you can see, they all have these vision cones, right?
They're so small.
Yeah. They're very small. Well, that's a level 2 flourish, which is going to be a little bit longer, but it doesn't matter. I just need to do flourishes. It doesn't matter what level they are. We just tend to do level 1 because they tend to be the fastest option. So level 3 flourishes tend to take a while. Well, yes, they, level 1 flourishes all look the same. Yes, that is true.
Okay.
Yeah, but level 2 flourish.
The regular flourish compared to like the just not flourishing.
Oh yeah, those probably look very similar. Yeah, would not surprise me. All right, this is the 6th challenge. These we only need a regular surprise, so the fastest possible, which is good. This person right here is going to get hungry.
I want everyone to know that you just flipped that copy upside down.
Just need to wait it out.
This isn't Burger King. This is Dairy Queen.
Where's the Dairy Queen games actually? I'll speedrun some Dairy Queen games.
Yeah,
for sure.
Every time you do any trick in the run, you have to like flip your controller upside down.
There's a game now where you put your Switch Joy-Con in a toilet paper roll and roll it around. So I think we have to put our Switch Joy-Cons in a blizzard.
That sounds not healthy for the Joy-Cons. That caused a little bit of drift, just a little bit.
No, probably not. Just a little bit of drift, a little bit of stickiness. So there is a mechanic in this game where you can hide in things like this and sneak up on people. This is the only time we're going to do it in this run because this challenge is significantly easier because you only need to feed one person. So it's a very fast challenge, but it's a way for us to teach us about hiding in things and spooking people, but with food.
So this game's actually Assassin's Creed instead.
For the 8th challenge, yes, it's Assassin's Creed. There's no, I haven't done any of those eagle dives or anything into bales of hay or whatever. I only played the first one, so I don't know.
Yeah, you played all that you need to know about.
Yeah, I think I got all the info I needed, yeah. The sawmill is interesting because there's a river that divides it in half, so to get over to the other side, you have to go in here, which is usually not worth it, except this particular challenge is worth it because, again, you only need to feed one person, but you do need to do a level 3 flourish, which is definitely more
Oh, he's
pronounced.
doing a little jig.
Yeah, level 3 flourish.
I see what you mean now. That takes so long.
Yes, it takes quite a long time, but you have to do it for the challenge. All right, now 9th challenge is the one that has the most variability in this level. I'm gonna be looking at the top. All right, so we're gonna be trying to jump down here first. Luckily enough, we only need regular surprises. However, if I get caught by anybody else, you have to do 5 in a row for this one. You have to have a chain going. So if I get seen by somebody, I lose my chain. So, but the good news is I think I have the favorable cycle here. It seems likely, yes. Seems pretty good.
Yeah, and you know what else would be favorable?
Okay.
If people in the chat put in a donation for trans lives.
Yes, that would be extremely favorable. I can't think of anything more favorable. And might I suggest that I believe we have one open incentive left for rolled out. And if you want your money to go somewhere beyond just the charity, which is already important enough, then why not donate towards a rolled out incentive? Please, somebody get hungry. Like I thought I had the best cycle, but now the 5th person is just not cooperating.
Someone in the chat said,
this is gonna be a little tricky. We're gonna sneak.
This is obviously Hitman.
Yes, it's Hitman's Creed.
Yeah.
So we got a bummer one there. We had 4, and then I got seen on the 5th one, so we have to redo this whole challenge. This is definitely the most annoying challenge in Sawmill for sure. It really we'll have a couple challenges that will be dependent on us not getting seen, which all of them are very annoying. So none of them are ideal. All
These
right,
people, when you surprise them, they look like the people that are on game shows that like win cars. Like, oh my god, guys, I want a car.
Yes, I can't believe it. Yeah, they're not happy enough about it, in my opinion. Like if I won a car, I'd be like flipping out, and they're just like, yes, a car. Oh my god. I hate this challenge so much. We got this. It's gonna be fine. I just need it to cooperate.
Yeah. We just need your energy, and or donations, whichever one you want to give more of.
Preferably donations, but I will take energy. I'd also take Burger King.
Ooh.
I could eat, you know?
I can go for a sandwich right now.
We'll be seeing some croissant witches at some point. I believe that was hash browns, so we're already on the breakfast theme. Okay. That's 4. I just need one more. That's it. Just one more. I promise. All right, I'm just gonna go to that far guy right there. It's definitely safer anyway. There we go. There we go. Through this horrid challenge. All right, and then we have one more challenge in Sawmill, and then we're gonna be moving on to Cul-de-sac. This challenge is interesting. We only need to feed 2 people, but we need to have they need to have a specific hunger level, and we're gonna need to do a specific flourish, and we're going to need to be close to them. So we're gonna wait for this person sawing wood here to get to full red hunger. By the way, in case you didn't know, there's a first-person mode. Here you go.
Why are you wearing a mask?
And then level 2 flourish. Because we're not the Burger King. We're literally somebody in the Burger King mascot suit.
You're not the okay. Okay.
Yes. We are the Burger King, but the Burger King makes no assumptions. It is indeed a mascot in a mascot suit.
Okay.
All right. Sawmill is done. We got through it. All right. All right. So now we're on to Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac has some very interesting challenges. Some are very easy, some are very long, but we're gonna get through them all regardless.
I'm not gonna lie, this kind of looks like Nuketown.
Okay, so first one is the first time I played this game, I said the exact same thing. It looks like Nuketown. It looks like Nuketown. You know, your favorite Call of Duty map?
Yeah, it looks like one of the areas in the new Bakugan game. I'm sorry for comparing this to so many things, but I assure you that the Bakugan game comparison was not a compliment.
I mean, I can't imagine. Though, I mean, the bar's in the basement when we were talking about these games, so.
Yeah.
All right. So, second challenge. So, first challenge is very simple. Just needed three very regular surprises. Second challenge already gets a little bit more complicated. Cycles are very weird here. So basically, there's basically 2 main cycles that I look for there. One, there's a person just to the left of my spawn that I look to see if they have one. They didn't, so I'm going for the second most optimal here. Gonna have to feed 3 people here. The first 2 need a level 2 flourish. The third one needs a level 3 flourish, and I can't break my streak. So there's a lot of variability here. So we're gonna be playing it a little safe.
Oh, I get it. The name is like sneaking, like the verb. Oh, but it's like sneak.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Burger King. Ah.
Yes. Sneak King and sneaking. Yes.
Yes, I understand now.
You are caught up. All right, so that's a level 2 flourish. There's somebody right behind me. I'm gonna go for that one.
If anyone in chat makes fun of me, I'm gonna get off of comms right away.
No, I need your full support.
I'll come back for Pocket Bike Racer though. I love that game.
Sounds good. You'll want to stay for Big Bumpin' though. Big Bumpin' is very goofy in terms of a speed run. No, are you kidding? I'm getting the worst luck. Oh boy, it's like it knows I'm in a marathon. Wow. Okay, so I'm actually gonna restart because neither of those came through. There we go.
I kind of want to buy this game now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's definitely fun. It's definitely got its novelties. All right. So I just need to feed 3 people here without getting caught. Basically, we want to score as many points as we possibly can as the goal here. So we're doing max hunger with flourishes and chains. To get enough points, I actually do need to have my 3rd and final person I feed here be full hunger and a level 3 flourish, as opposed to level 2. So let's see here. Just need somebody to be hungry, please. There we go. Oh, I could have gone for that guy.
Around.
I'm not. No way. Don't you jinx me like that. Don't put that on me. Oh yeah, when you don't feed people and they get to their, maximum hunger, they'll just collapse like that.
Death.
Like that guy on the ramp. Yeah, I guess it technically has death. It's got a little bit of death.
It has Whopper withdrawal.
All right, so actually I'm gonna restart that. There we go. That's way more favorable. So 3rd and 4th challenge, I'm actually gonna be taking the same exact patterns for both. This one needs regular surprises, and the 4th challenge needs flourishes. But I'm gonna hit the same people ideally. There we go. This one, I think that could be a Whopper or a croissant, which I can't tell. But either way, it's through the corner of the house. Optimized. Okay. I think this person's friend on the left is going to be hungry. Yep. There we go. So we get a 2-for-1 special here. And you got to be careful coming around the corner of the house here, because there is a person here that has visibility through the side of the house. So if you come out running, she'll see you right away. But like while she's in the house, she could technically see you as well, which is kind of cheating in my opinion, but
seeing those two people next to each other, basically, just talking. I'm like imagining like one of them like gets so hungry they like collapse. Just like in the conversation being like, wow, I'm so hungry, I can go for a Whopper right now. That'd be crazy. Just like wanting a Whopper so bad and then just collapsing. Other person just like still talking, like, wow.
Yep, exactly.
You ate. Wow, what a pose.
And also like realizing you're like a little bit hungry, and then you get to the point of collapse within like 30 seconds from there. I'm like a little bit hungry. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry I'm gonna pass out. Oh,
I can really go for a Whopper.
All right, so yeah, like I said, same pattern. These are all chicken fries. Shout out to the chicken fry fans out there.
Thing before like a couple years ago, and they changed my life.
Oh yeah, they were a thing, and then they got rid of them, and then they brought them back. All right, so that should be it for this challenge. 5th challenge is easy because we only need to feed 1 person, but how that person spawns can make it so we have to restart. Let's see. That's not even the good one. There we go. That's what we're looking for. We need it to be yellow, and we need a level 3 flourish. There we go. That almost did not level 3, but we got there.
No, that was calculated.
Yeah, perfectly calculated. Okay, so this challenge is annoying because it's long, but it's not terribly hard. We need to feed 8 people in this challenge. All require a level 1 flourish. But you get to see some predictability here in the timing if I get the proper cycle, which it seems like I do. This person being hungry right out of the door is usually a pretty good sign. All right, you see there's a clock in the top right corner there. Once that clock hits 1:45, this person's gonna be hungry. Bet on it. Here we
And if he's hungry, you guys have to donate. Wow, that's crazy. You guys have to donate.
Wow.
Exclamation D.
Wow. I mean, yeah, again, we don't make the rules.
We don't make the rules, but I make the rules,
yeah.
so you guys have to donate.
Yeah. Getting seen in this one does not matter. We don't need chains. We just need to deliver. We just need to deliver them. Just feed them. So I don't mind getting seen there, running around a little bit. Just need some hungry folks. Need some hungry folks. Need some hungry folks. Just need somebody to want to eat some food. Ah. Yeah, this one is a little bit of a crapshoot. Usually the first 3 or 4, decently predictable. Oops, this is level 2 flourish, that's fine. And then it kind of goes a little off the rails usually after that. So actually we're gonna...
You were talking about hungry folks, and I immediately started thinking of like Hungry Jacks, and I'm like, wow, that is just a Burger King. Wow.
Yes, that is just Burger King. Almost didn't flourish this one, by the way. All right, 3 more here. Let's see. I did see someone hungry on the opposite side. Let's see if I can get them before they pass out. Anyone donate, by the way? Just out of
curiosity. Any messages?
Yeah, good question.
No new ones at this time, but an update on that bid war. Snowcone the Chicken and Guava the Koala are currently tied for the lead at $30 each, and we are $155 away from the Mario 64 bonus run.
I've never been so sad to hear that we haven't.
$164.
Never been more sad.
Yeah, it's kind of like, because we told you about the hungry folks. You're supposed to, I mean, 145 on the nose. I predicted it. All right, there we go. So that challenge is done finally. Okay, so we're heading this way. This challenge is interesting. First, we're gonna hit this challenge. We're gonna actually dive out of the way there to avoid that person's gaze because this person is gonna be hungry. This one we're going to have to do a level 2 flourish with full hunger and also proximity. Level 2 flourish, full hunger, and proximity is a factor here because this is a score-based challenge. So all that is good. If I execute it correctly, I can do this in 2 feedings. But it is easy to go awry. So let's see how it goes. Because it gets very crowded here. All right, that's a level 3 flourish, a little higher than I meant to go, but that's fine. It still accomplishes the challenge.
The dance is so funny because it goes on for so long.
Now this one, I know. Yeah, so like you never want a level 3 flourish unless you have to for a specific challenge, but it is also the funniest, so it's fun. I don't mind hitting a 3 every now and again because it has the best dance. So okay, this one is interesting. We are not allowed to flourish. If we flourish, we fail the challenge.
Everyone's tired of the little jig.
Well, I flourished, so
press 1 in chat if you're not tired of the little jig.
Yeah, no flourish is allowed, but we do need it. It's still a score-based challenge, so we're going to get real close, and we're going to regular surprise. As you can see there on the breakdown, range times 3 and hunger times 2 is going to give us enough points. I just need to feed 3 people and do the exact same thing. This person is going to get hungry in like 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. Range 3, hunger 2, chain 2. The chain is important here for the challenge in terms of the score. But let's see. That person's hungry, so. All right, buddy. Easy. I'm just here to give you some fries. That was not enough points, apparently? Question mark? Somehow not enough points. Even though he was hungrier than normal. I don't know what happened there. That's fine. We will get it here. Just need... All right, that person is hungry, but they're so far away. If I can even make it in time. That's fine. I only need 500 points. It doesn't need to be... It's okay if I lose my chain here. Ugh! No! Brutal. I let them down. I was supposed to feed them, not leave them in hunger.
Am I in the wrong for that? Because like, I saw it and I didn't do anything. In that was on me. I didn't do anything.
No, there's
like, I could have been like, you could
nothing
do that,
there.
You know, something Charlie problem.
Yeah. Well, I knew I could get that one. I knew I could get that one. Oh yeah, actually I'm gonna go this way. I knew I could get that one. That was for sure. But the only way to get there is by going through the backyard the way I did. There's no other way around it. I guess actually I could have gone through the backyards as well, but it would have been about the same time. So it was just really far to get to.
I just saw a message in Twitch chat.
Oh yeah? What we got?
Clayton said something in all caps. I don't know if that's my thing to say. Stump, you want to talk about that?
I still haven't seen it.
I'll just say it. Here, apparently we got to 2600.
Yeah, say it.
Getting Mario 64 on the dance
Whoa!
pad.
No way. No way.
Yeah, that's
during Sneak King?
We didn't get there, but that's what will happen if we get there.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Ah.
I was like, that'd be like a $150 donation.
Which is deserved.
Yeah.
So if you have the cash,
sneaking would be deserved.
Oh my gosh, I am getting the trolling. I'm being very trolled. I did a practice run earlier and it went very smooth. And this is not smooth. Not so smooth. But the good news is Big Bumpin' is an RNG fest. We could save time there. So we will see how it goes. Oh, except the fact I just said we could save time there, so I probably can't. Now at this point, because the game is going to betray me. All we need to do for this one, by the way, is 5 regular surprises without being seen, which is why I failed the challenge last, because somebody spotted me while I was trying to feed somebody else. This is a much more normal pattern for this, by the way. For some reason, the second guy that I just fed did not get hungry last time, so I was on some kind of weird RNG cycle. I don't know what happened there, but now we're back on a regular cycle, I think.
I can't imagine doing the second half of the game after you like mentioning it at the beginning. Mm-hmm. This looks kind of painful.
Yeah. So you can tell RNG is already like starting to vary a little bit, and it just gets exponentially worse in the later levels. So. All right, 10th and final challenge is actually in the backyard where we were earlier. And what we do for this challenge is we basically just escalate in flourishes. We have to feed 3 people. First person's a level 1 flourish, second person's level 2, third person's level 3. And you need to do it in that order. So that is the goal. And then we will be done with Sneak King, moving on to our second Burger King game.
The game expects you to be good at it? That's crazy.
Yeah. Ooh, that was barely a level 2 flourish. Thank you, game. That might have been a croissant witch. It looked a little extra flaky.
I think it is. Because it was like differently colored on the sides and on the top.
Yeah. Can't remember if she turns left or right. Okay, there we go. She is gonna get hungry in a second though. Or she's not. Oh wow. It swapped it on me. Alright. We got through it. Alright, all we need to do is get out of the gate, and then we will be swapping games. Oops. Alright. That was Sneak King. I hope you all enjoyed that. That is the 50% category there. And we're going to be moving right along to Burger King game number 2, Big Bumpin'. Now, Big Bumpin' is the worst of the 3 games, I think. It's a bumper cars game, and it has tournament modes, basically, where you need to like win through the tournaments or lose through the tournaments. You could do that too. You just won't get anything for it. But because the tournaments take so long and repeat a lot of games, I find that it's a little bit boring. So what we do here is we actually do the all rides category, which basically we go through each of the possible games once. There's multiple maps. This, for example, this map is called the Broiler, and there's multiple game types. And this is called Shockball, which is basically hot potato. What I love about speedrunning Big Bumpin' is that the majority of the strategies are lose as fast as possible. So it's a unique speedrun in the way that we're actively going to try not to play. For example, I have the potato right now. I'm hiding in the corner, going to wait for it to explode. Now I'm going to grab the potato again and repeat the process. And that will make it so that I lose faster than anybody else can win. And that is the fastest possible way to complete this game. Because after you lose, you can skip the rest of the game so that it has its results, which is definitely speedrun friendly. So shout out to Christina, she won that one.
Christina.
All right, so map number 2 on the broiler is it's a last man standing, which are the best ones from a speedrun perspective because it goes like this. And I lost. There you go. So that's the broiler. 1 of 3 maps down.
Good job,
Now
Brett.
we're on to the deep. Deep has, yeah, shout out to Brett. The deep has a shock ball, which is again the hot potato type game. So we're gonna be doing the same thing. And the other mini game in the deep is unfortunately very slow, and to the point that we can't control it. So we're going to be doing our very, very best here. Also, for example, the computers love to, even though I have the hot potato and theoretically the computer should be avoiding me, they do sometimes like to just come and find me and hit me anyway, which is definitely frustrating. For shock ball as well, you want to be careful not to hit any wrench power-ups like that, because then you will actually start to heal, which you don't want to do. Again, we're trying to lose as fast as possible, so we don't want to be healing. All right, second one in the map is Power Surge, by far my least favorite of the mini games that you can play here. So what Power Surge is that you'll see an icon like this light up. You want to drive over it, and then you want to get to some kind of centrifugal location and then put the points in there. So it's like you pick up, it's like a capture the flag kind of, but you can score less points if they do a lot of damage to you. So then basically, as you can see, I have a little bar over my head. That is how many points I could possibly score, and it goes down the more I'm hit. There are 2 strategies I'm kind of working at the same time here. Is every other hit, I'm gonna grab it from myself. And then the other strategy is trying to, oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed that. Trying to box out anyone who's not in second place, essentially. Basically, I wanted to have one of 2 outcomes. Either I win or somebody else wins and the other 2 people don't really get points. They're absolutely destroying me right now, but that's fine.
Oh, you're so boxed.
There we go. Yeah, I was absolutely boxed. But so far, it's going all right. The point total I need is 300. This is an old game, so it's probably hard to read, but I have about 180 or 194 points, either or. I can't tell myself. So I'm about a little over halfway. Unfortunately got bad luck there. I was trying to camp on one side so I'd be that much closer to one of the points, but didn't go that way for me.
Unfortunately, why would they put them on alternating sides?
Yeah, exactly. You would think that's what they would do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna get there yet. They took all of my points from me that time. Brett is kind of close, but Brett doesn't have it right now. Ugh.
Surely nothing goes bad here. Nothing goes bad.
Surely not. Surely not.
Surely.
Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Absolute worst luck. This is like as slow as this could go, basically. All right. Come on. Oh, this is cruel. They're being so cruel.
I've never seen AI in any game.
I should have. Yes, they're being very, very mean. All right, so I got the speed boost power up as well. They're still wrecking me. But I've missed out on 3 waves. Like, this game should have been done like a minute ago now at this point, I feel like. Okay, Brett won. Good. Congrats, Brett. Whatever. Let's just move on. All right, we're out of the deep. That was pretty bad. Yeah, all right, so Icebox has a last man standing as well, which is, again, really easy. We're gonna back up right into this target, and then ideally, let me out. Please let me out, thank you. Backing up into that target opens that hole in the floor, and then I just wanna fall through the hole. This one doesn't have borders that I can just fall off of like the other map did. So we just have to make our own hole in the ground. this is the slowest game, but probably not the worst game by far. This is bumpin' hockey. It's exactly what you think it is. It's bumper car hockey. As you can see, there is a timer on the top of the screen. That is a 3-minute timer. So this game at minimum is going to be 3 minutes. And any time a goal is scored, the timer stops. So the idea is to minimize the amount of goals that are scored. However, you do not want to end in a tie, or else the tie it will continue past regulation. So that's slow. And you'll want them to, since you don't want to end in a tie, you'll want to have somebody score at least 1 goal. Doesn't matter who. Again, there's no qualification that we have to win. We just have to complete the games. That's all we need to do. Shout out to Whopper Jr. over there.
All I'm saying is that
the characters in this game,
kicks in this game would have gone crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, probably would have expedited things too, but nope. I've gotten a 1-0 finish in bumpin' hockey like 2 times total, maybe. It's very hard to do because again, it's not only AI from the enemy team, your teammate is also AI, so they're trying to score goals. You're trying to prevent them from scoring goals, but you're trying to prevent the other team from scoring goals. I scored it myself. God. Bummer. But we didn't want to end it on a tie anyway, so that's what I'm going to say. Power-ups do happen in this game type as well. There's actually a power-up that turns the puck into like a 1-ton weight, which makes it move very slow, and that is really ideal to get, but it doesn't pop up. It's RNG as to when things will pop up. So it seems to be that if you don't pick up a power for a while, then no other powers will respawn. So whenever I do see a power, I'll try to pick it up anyway, even if it's not a useful one, just in hopes that I will spawn a useful one later on. So that's a general strategy. Oh no, did not mean to score, or almost score. Yeah, so basically in general, I'm gonna see, there's the 1-ton. That's great. Oh, and the magnet. So the magnet is also a decently useful one if you're the one who picks it up, because you can just take the puck with you and then just run amok. The 1-ton weight is also, again, very good. It really slows the puck down, so you don't have to worry about it. Do not score. Thank you.
They were trying.
No, almost. Blue team's tryharding for sure.
Yeah.
Blue team's definitely tryharding. They're like the people in gym class who just tried too hard.
Yeah.
Like it's handball. Relax, you know.
Like they'd be sweating during like stretches.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one asked you to do like 14 sit-ups instead of 12. You know what I mean?
They're trying to PB every time they have to run the mile.
Yeah. Not even a track.
Jeez. Well, I will say 6 total goals is actually not bad. I've gone as much as having like 15 total goals in a match, and it's just so slow. So I'll take 6. 6 is okay if we can, wrap it up here. Ideally, but again, it is hard. You will see me occasionally. Oh, come on, blue team. You'll see me occasionally try to corner the puck as well. Easier said than done because all the corners are round, so it's not like I can get it really wedged in there, but sometimes you can get it wedged in there with the other guys too, so that we're all kind of just fighting over it, which is very slow and good. So yeah, this is kind of a good example of that. Oh, 1-ton, we're good. We're good for no more goals the rest of the match, I don't think. Unless somebody gets a magnet as well and scores.
But like before Rocket League.
No! I got a goal right on the 0. It is Rocket League, yes. They actually should be suing the people who made Rocket League, for sure. All right. Really, really slow. Trying our best here. King's Court. This one is called Own the Puck. So it has a puck again. But basically, it's kind of like a... What's the game type? Kind of like an oddball, I guess, or something like that. You want to, once you touch the puck, it'll turn your color. You want to, you'll keep gaining points as long as the puck is your color. You want to again achieve 300 points. Depending on how the game. This one is kind of my strategy's changed depending on how things are shaking out in front of me. If I can get the puck early and hold on to it myself, then I'll try to win. But typically, the faster and more reliable solution is to see who is in the lead at all times and let them try to finish it out. And I will tend to box out whoever. I'll try to at least attempt to box out whoever's in like last place, so that it's essentially 2 people fighting for the puck instead of 4. That's the general idea, but again, easier to execute than it is to easier to say it than it is to execute it, rather.
I figured out what this game is. This game is just Fall Guys. Bumper cars, Fall Guys.
Bumper cars, Fall Guys. Sure.
I'm so right.
I'm not fighting you on it. I think you're correct. They
I
all
can't wait
score
till
so high.
Xbox Net Play becomes a thing, so I can play Big Bumpin' with
your closest friends. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. So King's Court. Here we are. The second round of Bumpin' Hockey. We're done with Bumpin' Hockey after this. I can promise you that. So we got another 3-minute match that we're going to try to not score very many goals in. Have we happened to got any donations in the time? Because now, I mean, we're going to be doing the same thing we did the last time, so now's a good time for it, if we do.
Well, unfortunately, nothing new has come in, but time is starting to run out for affecting the rolled out bid war, so be sure you get your donations in if you want to influence that. And since the Mario 64 thing's for the overall amount, what you do for that still counts towards Mario 64 also.
So what you're saying is you can get a 2-for-1 incentive, which is rolled out and Super Mario 64 if you donate now. Wow, that seems like an incredible value.
Like if you went to Burger King and bought the value meal, wow.
And then added $3.99 more, you could have gotten a Burger King game of your choice.
That's crazy.
Oh, fun fact, I haven't talked about this at all. I talked about it at the beginning, but I haven't really elaborated. So I talked about how all 3 of these games are compatible for both the Xbox and the Xbox 360, which is noteworthy because they took different discs at the time, different versions of the CD. So you would think because it's the Xbox and Xbox 360, Xbox 360 is what I would be playing on, right? Because it's a newer system, probably means there are faster loads. And you could not be more incorrect about that. Xbox is by far faster in terms of load times than Xbox 360. And my best guess as the reason why is that they made 2 different versions of this game, like 2 different clients of this game. The Xbox version has significantly lower quality and less assets, like art assets and stuff like that. And the 360 version is a lot higher resolution, better graphics and quality, and more art assets. So I think my best guess is that just the sheer amount of extra assets added to the 360 version make that the slower version. I'm not sure why, but that goes for all 3 versions of all 3 games rather. They are all faster on the Xbox than they are on the 360. So I'm playing on OG Xbox right now. We got a nice little pickle here. If we can keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got that's really good. All right, so keep holding on. Keep holding on. No, why am I being abandoned? Why am I being and I'm being dragged. Please don't abandon me.
Let him cook.
Let me flame broil. Who's on my team?
Chat,
Christina.
can you guys do me a favor? Chat, please do me a favor. I love Mort the Rat. Please donate for Mort the Rat. Not Morris the Rat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't Mort a chicken?
I was thinking of Mort the Chicken from the game Mort the Chicken.
Really good game. I like chartreuse. I like chartreuse, so I'm gonna create a bid war amongst the BK crew here. So
I'm begging for Morris.
Oh my gosh, they're just absolutely dumpstering me on goals right now. Please stop. I beg of you.
It's the next week. PE class again.
Yeah,
they're like,
PE class again. Same tryhards.
Last time I wanted you guys to do 10 sit-ups. This time do 11. They're like, okay, got it. They do 31.
Yeah, exactly. No goals, no 0-second goals, please. Thank you. All right. One last map for Big Bumpin', and then we're on to our last game, which is Pocket Bike Racer. So that'll be pretty fun. This game is another own the puck. Let's see. We're gonna see how it shakes out. Right now, it looks like I'm straight dominating. So I think I'm gonna try and go for a win here potentially. Let's see. Come on. I'm trying to magnetize it to me, but they're blocking me. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Let's see. I think I'm still in the lead, so I think I'm gonna keep pushing for the lead as opposed to trying to set somebody else up to win. Right now, actually, me and Brett are close, so I'm gonna simultaneously, actually, I'm just gonna let Brett go for it at this point now, I think. So I'm gonna try to box out Whopper Jr. Try to box out Whopper Jr.
Is that a Whopper Jr. or is that like a guy?
It is a guy. So back in the day, this is my age showing. So back in the day, they had these commercials Burger King did, which was basically like they had the whole Whopper family, and it was like people in Whopper suits.
Oh, that's
basically
this guy.
And Whopper. Yeah, and Whopper Jr., it's like the Whopper Jr., the guy from the commercials.
Okay.
Yeah, not necessarily just the burger.
Okay, I think it would have been really funny if they just made the burger drive a car.
Yes, which is pretty close. It's just there's a little head poking out at the top. Go, Brett. Go, Brett. Let's go, Brett. There we go, Brett. Oh, Jolly. Okay, whatever. We'll take it. All right, and one last ride here. And then we're on to our final of the Burger King games. All right, so here we go. Ugh. Now this is Power Surge, again, my least favorite of all the game types. What makes this Power Surge different than the other one is that all of the points are in the same area. So my strategy changes slightly, which is that I'm basically going to be going to try and get every other one as I was doing before, but I'll have a little bit more guarantee. What I am not guaranteed, of course, is them again just trolling me into the wall. And sometimes the AI gets smart too and realize that the players are way too far ahead of them, so they will also come and do the same thing. Like they were trying to do it there as well. Oh, this guy's got speed boost and is just trolling me. I'm not even gonna score. I scored like 5 points, I feel like. Ugh, bummer. That's fine. And then if I'm not paying attention to that other person too, it also gives them a solid chance to win. If it's, you know, the same kinds of people that score regularly. Oh!
This is the hardest game I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah. You see that little swift movement I did though with the speed boost power up, dodged everybody, got a full 100-point spread there, which was really nice. Oh, let's see if we can do it again. Oh, not full, but we do got speed boost still. They're dropping a lot of speed boost, which is the most favorable power up on this map, I would say.
Yeah, because you're going through like the whole S.
Yep.
It's like in Gran Turismo, you got like that racing line.
Oh, that is.
It, you die.
That is it for Big Bumpin', by the way.
Let's go big bumpin'.
And we're gonna be rocking and rolling.
I know all about this game.
Racer,
wow.
The last one.
It's my time to shine.
Heck yeah. It is your time to shine. I will say, so I do set this up as, right there in the notation of it. I set this up as a showcase and less of a speed run. I mean, it's a speedrun showcase, but it's different, you know? It's not the same kind of deal. So my estimate is an hour, and that's more of like a challenge to me than it is like a necessarily like, oh, I'll definitely finish in under an hour. Right now, it looks like I'm probably going to be like at an hour or two, if I had to guess. Just based off of Sneak King, because Sneak King just went so poorly. All right.
This one actually looks like a real game. It's crazy.
All right, and then... yeah, this one looks like a real game, and it has some actual speedrun strats for once, and yeah, so just some goofy good times as well. So we're doing 150cc, the standard race tournament, so basically all 5 maps back to back. The first map is very exploitable, but it does have the most laps, which is a more frustrating thing. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go about halfway through, and we're gonna turn back around like this and hopefully not get absolutely blasted by everybody. And then we're going to drift into this corner like this. Nope, please back up, please back up. There we go. And you'll see my lap counter change there. Because for some reason, gosh, I hate this. For some reason, when you get like halfway through on this map, it registers that you've completed a lap. You just have to like cross the line again. So I don't know why, but that is the case. So right now I'm on lap 3, even though I've gone halfway around the map twice total.
This is like that one racing game where there's a mode where like you have to go the other way of all the racers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know I've heard of that, but I don't know what game it is, to be honest.
I don't remember what it's called. I've seen it before.
I don't know what direction I'm facing. Hopefully it's the right one. Okay. As you can tell, it's very Mario Kart-like. One thing I will praise about this game, actually, which is not totally awful, is its item sequence, as opposed to you randomly getting items. As you can see, I have a bar on the side of my screen. Basically, you want to earn boosts to get more items. Basically, the more you fill up that meter, the stronger the item is that you can get.
Is this the real Burger King, or is this just another guy in a suit?
Cannot confirm. There's no first-person mode on this one, so I can't confirm either way, unfortunately. But what I will say is, I was talking about the items. I won't be using any items because you can either use the items or you can use that meter as a boost. And because we're doing speed runs and items will not favor me in terms of me going faster, then I will be using them entirely as boosts. But if there are other game modes, like for example, they have a battle royale game mode, you know, things like that, then items become much more useful. All right, so now we're on backyard track here, which has a lot of like dev intended shortcuts this time, as opposed to, you know, cutting halfway through the map like on the last one. So, oh my gosh, please get, all right, so here's the first one. We're gonna cut through the bushes here. There we go. And through the fence, drift this way, boost. Oh my gosh, there we go. Also, just for the record, not a requirement to win any of these races. I'm just trying to finish them as fast as possible, so that means most of the time I will win. But there are a couple maps, namely the next map as well as the last map, that are kind of difficult. In terms of the tracking themselves being very narrow and giving you more abilities to fall off and stuff like that. Kind of like Rainbow Road and Mario Kart, I guess, if I had to make a comparison, though this game doesn't really hold a candle to Mario Kart, I don't think, but...
No, this game is more like, it's like F1, any F1 video game. This is just Formula 1.
This is exactly Formula 1, actually. You know, people who really like Formula 1, this is what they're watching at 2 a.m. on Saturdays in America.
Yeah, this is actually for F1 2024.
That was a really good turn. This is probably the easiest map to like succeed on in terms of like not having to worry about crashing or getting hit by items and stuff like that, because it's very wide, but it has a lot of shortcuts. So that makes this map very favorable from a speedrunning perspective. You'll also see sometimes, like when I hit a wall, I'll get stuck to it, and that is not, as far as I can tell, not supposed to be an intended mechanic. That's just not great coding. The walls are just like, you magnetize to them, and that's just kind of frustrating. So maybe that is intended. They're like, you want to hit a wall, this is what happens to you, you know?
Yeah, if you hit a wall, you go to hell before.
I'd like to hope it's not. Yeah. All right, pretty good though. Pretty good backyard track. And right. Third map is going to be the King's Garden, which is a very cool map, and it does have a couple of shortcuts, but it has a ton of turns and a ton of walls. So this map can be kind of difficult to win, and because everything is such close quarters as well, you tend to get hit with items more often on this map too. So a little bit frustrating, but we're gonna get through it, I think.
Yeah, Konception also. Do we?
I have a couple of donations if this is a good time for them.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if like this was a good time.
Yeah, heck yeah, let's do it.
All right, we have $25 from Codebreaker with no comment. That was towards Snowcone the Chicken, which put that ahead by $25. And then we got $100 from Bratterfield, who says, Bratterfield is an absolute unit, and so is Rook probably. And that was toward Rook the Field unit, putting that now in the lead by $55. And that also means we are only $30 of total donations away from the Super Mario 64 with the dance pads incentive.
Wow.
Guys, if one person donates $30 or if 30 people donate $1, I don't know how to do math. That's like the easiest division I could figure out. We would get there. It's that easy.
I'll say this as well. If for some magical reason, and I would be very surprised if this happened, if for some magical reason I finish under an hour estimate, I will donate that myself. But I don't think I'm going to. But I'll donate as well regardless, but I will make sure to make it happen if I somehow magically sub out.
It also means you guys should donate to match that for a train, just for fun, you know.
Yeah.
I love donation trains. And then the chat
I'm not gonna make that one.
Oh wow, there's a donation train, and then everyone starts donating. And that's so cool. Charity would love that.
I actually cheesed that shortcut a little bit, and that is probably like the fastest way to take that shortcut, which is to hit just the border, just a little bit, and then it'll respawn you right in the front. Usually I'll fly right by it because of my sheer speed. I end up using a boost on that turn, and that'll make me fly by the entrance to that next path, but because I had to get placed there, it placed me in a very generous position, so that worked out pretty good for me. All right,
I have great news potentially.
What is that?
I might be lying again, but I think I'm not lying. Big announcement.
All right, let's see if it's true this time.
Stump, is it true this time?
Stump checking the records right now.
Yeah, they're on the case. I'm just gonna unpause the stream.
We do have another donation. An anonymous donor has put in $30 saying the Burger King would want the dance pad.
The Burger King would want the dance pad.
Burger King would.
So that means we have
absolutely would.
Mario 64 with the dance pads. I believe that's at the end of the marathon that's going to happen.
Yep, that's the last game.
The Burger King can do anything. Wow. Thank you so much.
And that was put toward Guava the Koala in the bid war incentive, raising that to second, but still $50 behind Rook the Field unit.
All right. Well, first of all, that donation incentive is it's popping off right now, which is, we love to see that. But two, yeah, thanks to everyone for making that happen. Wow. Burger King of all games making charity happen. You love to see it. By the way, we're on our fourth of 5 maps, I should say, under construction. This one has a ton of shortcuts and exploits, which is really fun. I've already taken a couple, but I'll go through. This is because the map of this is so big, it's a 2-lap map instead of a 3-lap map. So I will be sure to go through some of the shortcuts I missed. But
I like Wario Club.
We're gonna take this one as well. Yeah, it is kind of like that actually. Okay, we're fine. This is probably the fastest shortcut right here, and it's so simple. We're just gonna drop down, and that saves a lot of track, honestly, which is interesting. All right. The end of this is a little complicated. A lot of tight drifts. You don't want to lose your momentum too much if you can avoid it. But here we go, lap 2. Here's the first key shortcut here, which is up this way. Easier said than done because you really have to slow down, but it saves a lot of track. It's definitely worth going for. I'm gonna go off here. That's fine. We're okay. We're still doing pretty good. I'm gonna go off again. Yeah, for some reason, this jump always loves to give me trouble. I don't know why, but here we are. All right, we're gonna jump here, drift here, quickly get a bunch of these boosts. Then we're gonna jump and hold back so we can get those white boosts. Gives me a ton. I got a power up for swapping my controls around, but I adjusted very nicely, if I do say so myself. Except I hit a wall, but that's fine. All right, so we're gonna slow down a little bit here. Chat, keep hitting that railing, but that's fine.
If this looks like a video game to you, please tell us in donations. I'd love to hear if this looks like a video game.
I mean, technically it does, but like, is it a video game I would have played normally? I don't know. I mean, I'm a big fast food guy, so I remember these coming out at the time when I was a kid, and I was like, please. But I didn't have an Xbox at the time, so I was like, why don't they make these for PlayStation? I don't get it.
You should port these games to PS5. Like one big collection.
I agree. The BK collection, the Have It Your Way collection. All right. I will say, we have saved about a minute and a half on the racing part. I don't think I'm going to get in the sub-hour. That would be shocking. You got it. It might be a 101 versus a 102 or a 103. So let's see. Let's see how we do. This map is so hard. It's called Fantasy Ranch. It's very narrow, as you can tell. Also, I think that's the only time I was successful in getting the opening boost. You know how in like Mario Kart, if you hold your acceleration button on it at like the 2-ish mark, you'll get a boost at the start. This one, you have to time it where you hit the acceleration right as time begins, weirdly. For some reason, that gives you more time, even though you're not revved up before. I don't know. Just another way that this game is kind of bonky. That is a shortcut, by the way. So that is smooth, but we have a lot of turns here and therefore a lot of walls, which means a lot of getting stuck, which is unfortunate.
Is it just me or like
get off the wall?
Does this like track look higher FPS than the other one?
It's hard to say because I mean I think it's partially just the color, like the yellow color on the roads and stuff like that. But it could be. Like, that cape does have a certain flow to it, you know?
And I was like... I was thinking that this one just is more optimized than the other one.
It could be. Maybe this is like, they didn't change much between the Xbox and the 360 versions, so this one is just like the 360 version or something. Oh my gosh, please get off the wall. Yeah, this is the map that I have... Oh my gosh, I hit a mine, of course. That I tend to not win most of the time when I do runs of this game, because there's just a lot of variance and a lot of people messing with you. Like placing mines down on the ground, for example, like that, again. Let's see if we can catch up sometime. We are in second, so it's not like I'm doing dreadfully bad, but... Yeah, ideally you want to be in first for obvious reasons, because that means you're going really fast.
This person in first just track them. And you're not too far behind.
Yeah. Because this is a developer-intended shortcut as well, typically the players that are predetermined to, oh my gosh, so predetermined to do well in the tracks. Oh wow. It puts me all the way back there. That's a bummer. Will also utilize the shortcuts, so kind of makes sense. That we'll end up losing this one more often than not.
It's not having it your way.
Oh, it's having it their way. That power up, by the way, that bubble that pops up over me swaps my controls. So right is left, left is right, up is down, down is up. So I always try to adjust in the moment, but easier said than done. Time is coming up, by the way. I should have warned you earlier. I'm so sorry. And time. 101.50 on my end, it says. Yeah. So just shy of that. So the Burger King took me down today in this Have It Your Way showcase. Mainly in freaking Sneak King really ruined me. Because I saved time. I actually...
Sneaking.
If Sneak King went normally, I know. Freaking Sneak King. If Sneak King I went even normally, I would have PB'd this by like a minute probably. But Sneak King was Sneak Kinging, and we came awfully close to getting it done anyway. But thank you so much to everybody for donating during this run. I'm really happy to hear that the incentive is both competitive and we're going to be seeing some Super Mario Dance Pad, which is really, really cool. I've seen Peking Boo do that run before, and it is just incredible. You won't want to miss it. Thank you so much for donating. If you're interested in speedruns like this, I guess, if you really like the Burger King speedruns, I cannot say that there's a Discord server. I'm sure that's not overly surprising. But feel free to hit me up. I have tips and tricks and guides if you need it that I wrote myself to use on my own. I'm happy to provide that for you. Also, feel free to check me out at twitch.tv/Konception. I'm not streaming a lot these days, but occasionally you'll see me there. And if you like awful and silly and janky games, might I suggest coming on by the Games Done Quick channel every other Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for Awfully Silly. The next episode is tomorrow, actually, so if you're interested in checking out your favorite block, your awful and silly block, in the main prime time slot, come on by and check that out. Highly suggest that you do so. Other than that, thanks for having me. Thanks for donating. I just from a personal note, I live in Texas as well. I'm seeing firsthand how trans people are being affected in the state, and it's absolutely god awful. So thank you so much to everyone who is making it happen, however that is, whether it be through donating, sharing, retweeting, even running and participating in events like this, does a lot. So thank you so much for everyone who's doing that. And yeah, I'll see you at the next one. Bye, everyone.
Shout outs Konception.
Yes, I forgot about my commentator.
Being the absolute goat at Bugsnax, getting a world record at GDQ PAX East. Shout outs Konception. That's all I want to say.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. And shout out to Limga_SSB or Limey or Lemmy, however you want to pronounce it. Shout out, thank you for the commentary for these games that you definitely run and know.
It's okay.
I appreciate you as always.
Helpful for Pocket Bike. I like Pocket Bike Racer. I found out Pocket Bikes were a real thing from this game.
Yes. Yep. Those were real. They were big when I was a kid, so for sure. But I've kept everyone enough. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Bye-bye.
Bye.